On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic, smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Polio.
An acute infectious disease caused by a virus that attacks nerve cells in the spinal cord and brain, leading to paralysis, muscle weakness, and potentially lifelong disability.
Examples:
Polio epidemic, polio eradication. The polio vaccine development is regarded as one of the greatest medical achievements of the 20th century.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism, political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains, uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians, medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry, traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Caravan.
A group of travelers journeying together, often in a convoy of motor vehicles, a covered wagon used for traveling and camping.
Examples:
Caravan park, solar caravan. We traveled across the country in a caravan of RVs and campers.
Monastery.
A building or complex of buildings in which members of a male religious community, called monks, live and worship.
Examples:
Monastery garden, leave a monastery. This ancient monastery was founded in the 13th century and had a long history of religious devotion.
Diplomat.
A person appointed by a government to conduct diplomacy, equals the management of relationships between countries, with one or more other countries or international organizations.
Examples:
Allied diplomat, expel a diplomat. The senior diplomat worked tirelessly to negotiate a peace treaty between the two countries.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Helpless.
Unable to take care of oneself or to do things without help.
Examples:
Helpless baby. Helpless victims. I feel so helpless without you.
Pustule.
A small, raised, inflamed, and often pus-filled blister or pimple on the skin, typically caused by an infection or inflammation.
Examples:
Pustule on the skin. Painful pustule. The athlete's skin was covered in red pustules after intense physical training.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Umbilication.
The process or state of forming or developing an indentation or depression resembling the shape of a navel, particularly used in medical or biological contexts.
Examples:
Complex umbilication. Surgical umbilication. The doctor examined the patient's umbilication to determine if it was a sign of infection.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Lesion.
A damaged or abnormal area of tissue in the body, usually caused by injury or disease.
Examples:
Muscle lesion. Brain lesion. The doctor examined the lesion on the patient's skin to determine if it was cancerous.
Scab.
A dry, rough crust that forms over a wound or sore during the healing process. A person who continues to work while others are on strike or participate in union-breaking activities.
Examples:
Scab on skin. Thick scab. The worker had a scab on his knee from falling on the pavement.
Eyelid.
A thin fold of skin that covers and protects the human eye, which helps to keep the eye moist by spreading tears over the surface and prevents foreign objects from entering the eye.
Examples:
Eyelid twitch. Drooping eyelid. Bright light can cause me to squint and strain my eyes, resulting in twitchy eyelids.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Confluent.
Flowing together or merging into one, referring to the junction or connection of multiple things or entities.
Examples:
Confluent streams. Confluent growth patterns. The city's architecture features a confluent mix of historic and modern styles.
Hemorrhage.
Profuse bleeding, often caused by a ruptured vessel.
Examples:
Hemorrhage from a breast. Hemorrhage control. He had a severe brain hemorrhage that left him paralyzed.
Predilection.
A preference or inclination for something, a liking or fondness for something.
Examples:
Predilection for chocolate. A strong predilection for dogs. Her predilection for spicy food made her the go-to person for restaurant recommendations.
Embark.
To go on board a ship or plane, to set out on an enterprise or subject of study, to start something.
Examples:
Embark on a trip. Embark on a foolish adventure. We embarked on a new project.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Deity.
A divine being or god worshipped and revered by people in a particular religion or culture.
Examples:
Existence of a deity. Deity of commerce. The ancient Egyptians believed that the sun deity Ra was the most powerful god.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Scorecard.
A written or printed card or document used to record and keep track of scores, especially in sports competitions or games. A summary or evaluation of performance, progress, or achievements in a specific area.
Examples:
performance scorecard, marketing scorecard. The teacher handed out the scorecards for the final exam.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
chicken broth, remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Yaw.
To turn or deviate from a straight course, especially as a result of wind or current. To swerve or veer off course to one side. Noun, a rotation or deviation of an object, usually an aircraft, boat, or vehicle, around its vertical axis.
Examples:
yaw off course, yaw movement. The pilot needed to yaw the plane slightly to avoid colliding with another aircraft.
Webcast.
A live broadcast or transmission of audio or video content over the Internet, typically in real time or on demand.
Examples:
live webcast, virtual webcast. I watched the conference webcast since I couldn't attend in person.
Alumni.
The plural form of alumnus or alumna, former students or graduates of an educational institution or program.
Examples:
alumni network, alumni relations. Many alumni of our college have become successful in their chosen fields.
Elixir.
A medicinal or restorative substance believed to possess healing properties, a drink or potion believed to promote good health, vitality, or longevity.
Examples:
elixir of eternal life, magical elixir. The chef added a secret elixir to the dish to enhance the flavor.
Heretofore.
Until this time, previously, up to now.
Examples:
heretofore unknown, heretofore unmentioned. The heretofore undiscovered species was found in the Amazon rainforest.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
astonishing achievement, make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Glaucoma.
A medical condition characterized by increased pressure in the eye, which can lead to damage of the optic nerve and vision loss.
Examples:
treatment for glaucoma, glaucoma treatment. He was diagnosed with glaucoma and had to start taking eye drops to prevent further vision loss.
Trachoma.
An infectious eye disease caused by bacteria, characterized by inflammation, irritation, and scarring of the eye tissues and, if left untreated, can lead to blindness.
Examples:
trachoma infection, trachoma prevention. The World Health Organization has launched a global campaign to eliminate trachoma by 2020.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
Astound everyone. Astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Cataract.
A clouding of the lens in the eye that affects vision, a large waterfall.
Examples:
The thunder of a cataract. Cataract lens. The older man had a cataract removed from his eye, which improved his vision significantly.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Antiviral.
Inhibiting or stopping the growth and reproduction of viruses. Noun, any drug that destroys viruses.
Examples:
Antiviral effect. An antiviral agent. The doctor immediately prescribed antiviral drugs.
Sneeze.
To make a sudden, involuntary expulsion of air from the nose and mouth, usually due to irritation caused by the presence of dust, pollen, or other irritants.
Examples:
Sneeze into my hand. Sneeze loudly. Whenever I get a cold, I tend to sneeze a lot.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Recession.
A period of economic decline, typically lasting for 6 months or more, during which trade and industrial activity decrease and unemployment increases.
Examples:
Recession period. Recover from a recession. The country is facing a recession, with high unemployment and low GDP.
Unthinkable.
Too unlikely or shocking to imagine or accept.
Examples:
An unthinkable coincidence. In unthinkable trouble. That accident was something unthinkable with my long experience.
Downhill.
In a direction that is downward or from a higher to a lower point, in a progressively worse or deteriorating manner.
Examples:
Ski downhill. Walk downhill to the beach. The family's finances have been going downhill since they lost their main source of income.
Denominator.
The number below the line in a fraction.
Examples:
Common denominator. Different denominators. The first step is to rationalize the denominator of a fraction.
Litany.
A prolonged or repetitive recitation or listing of something, often with a negative connotation, a repetitive series or list of complaints, criticisms, or requests.
Examples:
Litany of prayers. Litany of excuses. The litany of complaints from unhappy customers reminded us that we needed to improve our service.
Mantra.
A word or phrase, often repeated, that is used as a focus for the mind during meditation.
Examples:
Campaign mantra. Chant the mantra of structural reform. She repeated her personal mantra to herself to stay motivated.
Catastrophe.
A sudden event that causes extreme ruin and misfortune.
Examples:
Catastrophe risk management. Avoid climate catastrophe. The lack of funds has resulted in a catastrophe for our university system.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Non-governmental.
Not belonging to or controlled by a government.
Examples:
Non-governmental aid worker. Non-governmental agency. The non-governmental organization works to promote human rights in developing countries.
Outbound.
Going or traveling away from a particular place, intended for or leading to a destination outside a particular place.
Examples:
Outbound email. The outbound flight. He was on an outbound train.
Rumor.
A piece of unverified information of uncertain origin that is spread by word of mouth.
Examples:
A false rumor. Rumor mill. There was a baseless rumor that the company was going bankrupt.
Lament.
To express sadness, grief, or disappointment about something, often by complaining or mourning.
Examples:
Lament my misfortunes. Lament the situation. She lamented the loss of her beloved cat.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Periodical.
A publication, often issued regularly, containing a collection of articles, stories, or information on a particular topic or range of topics.
Examples:
Monthly periodical. Online periodical. I enjoy reading a popular periodical to stay updated on current events.
Unexplained.
Not able to be explained or understood, lacking explanation or justification for something unknown or mysterious.
Examples:
Unexplained phenomenon. Unexplained disappearance. There was an unexplained noise coming from the attic that frightened us all.
Ebola.
A highly contagious and often fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and internal bleeding, primarily occurring in remote areas of Central and West Africa.
Examples:
Ebola epidemic. Ebola virus. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa caused widespread panic and fear.